Blowing. Yet again, we are not waiting for the ads because I'm lazy. You want to hear something cool? There you go. Energy drink. I am very, very tired. But it's fine. It's fine. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. How are ya? We're attempting to draw today. We will see. We shall see. Oh, my throat hurts. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not fun. I have to teach a master class tomorrow. I can't lose my voice. It's fine. I will drink tea and have all of my throat drops and everything in between when I need it. To no one's surprise, we're back to Riven and Kalis. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that's awkward. I want to not use those. Should I try a new pen? Oh my goodness gracious, I didn't think my throat would like actually hurt. That requires like, oh, I kind of don't like how much pressure that requires. I have like I have bad wrists. Kind of cool though. Kind of nice. Kind of like that. Oh, this one requires no pressure at all. That's kind of crazy. And there's a medium, happy medium. Should we try a happy medium? I don't know. I mean, like, don't. Oh, if it ain't broke, you know how they, what they say. Do a soft pencil. Kind of fun. Or the dark one. Or whatever this is. This is kind of fun. Could use that one. And then there's always this guy, which I draw with literally all the time. We could try this. Why not? Okay. So we have our references. And then I know what their eyes look like. Just about. So we need to pick outfits. I'm being self-indulgent with this. This is something that does not happen in the story for a long time. This like dynamic between them. But I kind of want to draw it anyway. So we are. We're just gonna do it. I'm thinking we'll put him in his alt outfit. And then Kalis will either be in these. Actually, we'll see. I guess we'll see. We'll see what the vibe is. But I'm thinking Riven will be in this one. So that's the plan. We'll put Riven in that one. This should be through. Okay. Now, do I know how to draw them? No. Do I know how to draw? No. So, I guess we're just gonna play it by ear or something. Let's see. He's got... I should, like, map out what's happening. So... Right. And then probably, like... So his eyes are probably gonna be closed. I'm thinking he's, like, falling asleep. But let's get the angle of that on, shall we? I'm so lonely. And that one's also closed. Does that look right? No, it does not. I have decided it does not. I have decided it does not look right. Granted, this is gonna be fucking hidden as fuck. Oldest time. Should we give him like a... Then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little train. More to say the least. Both a little scared. Neither one prepared. Beauty and the... Or we can make him very relaxed. I hate it. Goodbye. Oh god, this bodes well. Okay, well, that's okay. We don't have to draw the eyes first. Like, we went straight in for the deep end. Like, let's, this time... Bittersweet and strange, finding you couldn't change. Jumping as the stars shine. Oh, it's a little... I shouldn't be trying to sing. But I will continue to do so. As old as time, song as old as rhyme. Who two are being hot together this time? It's the same. It's these two. It's these two. Or I guess you wouldn't. I almost called them the wrong names. They are some OCs that we designed the outfits of on stream. I'm being indulgent and drawing something that would not happen between them for a very, very, very long time, in their actual story. But it's fine, because I want to do it, and I make the rules. Like the hair a lot? I'm glad. The hair was, intense. So we're putting him in this one. So... Perfection's nature took 2 tries. So we're gonna ignore Kalis's hand for now and just get this down. You're my creation. Go Friday night. Now I'm the main attraction. But also hi, hello. I don't think I said hi. Tinkering with my design. That's the angle I want on that. Let me be a freak show I could Favorite monster. And then we will squeeze it a little bit because it will be underneath Chaos' hand. I just cannot be asked to put it there right now. Can't help myself. If I was more into the idea of art right now, I would make it so that it's actually affecting the fabric, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, wrong person. Oh, you need your belt. Right. Belt. You have a 12-hour studio day? Ugh. Ugh. I don't miss those. Do not miss those. Oh, everything froze. Yeah, no, I'm really tired. Even though I got like a lot of sleep. But that's okay because it is a natural phenomenon that my body goes through monthly. To just prepare to make my life even more miserable. It's fine. Stranger Things. It do be like that sometimes. It do. It do. It be like that every month, actually. On a cycle. Turn the music up. Now, I'm not going to say that every song in here is on here for a reason more than just vibes. But technically, this is their playlist. Throughout different stages of their dynamic, of course. Lore drop. This is their playlist again, and so it's like not necessarily everything on here is like, oh, the lyrics. Sometimes it's just the vibes. Hello, CJ. Sometimes it's just vibes. But technically, I would be remiss to not let you know that this is their playlist. So whenever I'm working on them, I listen to these songs. I also did add a bunch last night without really checking them, so some of them I might just be like, oh, that's not whatever, and then I'll remove them. But I think it's fun. And then you have your freaking, I'm gonna map out its location just so I can keep an eye on where it's supposed to go. This one goes there. That's not how that works. I literally did the opposite of how the body bends. It's fine. Oh, get him, Sarabot. And then we don't see the one under your arm, so that's okay. Okay. Oh, well, actually, technically. Oh, wait, that's kind of cool, actually. I didn't realize that. Brain doesn't work. Is that? You think I would know. Shut up. Technically, that's under the shirt. I've decided I'm putting it under the shirt. Because I don't want to think about it right now. Run away. Run away. I'm trying to remind myself that this is supposed to not be anything crazy. Okay. Shirt. Belt. How does clothes? Okay, wait, so we just need make it secretly crazy. I don't have the time or energy to make it crazy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Took you by surprise. All of these numbers are breaking me up. I guess I didn't check. Can y'all hear the music okay? I'm gonna just bop into it. It's not gonna be in the VOD, obviously, but I'm like, as I sit here and let it just be the entertainment for 90% of this, I should probably make sure you can actually hear it. Close to me. Maybe the potential's convoluted, but the truth is I've been thinking. That's too far. The devil's always winning. My brain does not compute what the fuck is happening. I mean, it could just, yeah, okay. We don't have to go crazy with it, just... You could be the good guy. Because the light's white, doesn't sound right. Ooh, I know why it's bothering me. Because this is the edge. I immediately regret choosing to draw today. Have you close to me, but I haven't spoke to God in a while. I'm not having fun anymore. What if I just... what if he's just in the undershirt? What if fuck it? You know what I'm saying? What if I just... fuck it? Or we could technically put him in this and it would be fine. I wonder... hold on. Like, I wonder if just adjusting his arm to a different position might help me. Like, maybe I just am not processing the curves properly. Like, actually, unironically, that's kind of already better. maybe false alarm. This is one of those songs that is only very marginally related to them. Some of the songs are fun on here because it's like on there because of like this one is kind of only this one okay, this one doesn't quite relate to what I'm about to say. At least not directly. But some of the songs are on here because it's what the characters are trying to tell themselves they feel instead of what they actually feel, which I think is fun. Anyway, a little bit of So I mean, okay, this one is kind of related to that, but also like they're not exactly healthy at the beginning. So it's also not inaccurate. It's just not accurate long term. How far down does that go? All the way to your elbow. Elbow. Belt. Sorry. Belt. Oop. Oops. Oops. Wow, I hate this. Um, I hate it. Why it I don't like it. It doesn't look right. I think the loose top is throwing me off too much. I think at this angle my brain does not compute the loose shirt. I mean we could just put him in his hold on. What the oh. Let's put him in his normal outfit. Hmm. Okay. So collar. Collar. And then collar goes down here. And then collar. And then collar. Belt. Sorry. Stop it, Sarah. I would react badly to the slightest hint of hesitance. Hello. Oh. Oh. Cry knowing how my tears felt like acid burning through his skin. Most every little button, but the right one that would let me in. Now, it also is not 100% accurate, but my brain computes it slightly better than the loose shirt. Too high for me. I woke up and I said, I lost my voice, and now I'm sitting here trying to sing. Words to let me know. Keeps going. Okay. See, it is my fault. Just sing songs for deaf ears to hear. Okay, that makes more sense to me right now. Punishment as it had been all these years. That is not... Whatever. We're sketching. It's a sketch, okay? It's a sketch. Fuck off. Leave me alone. It took me by some... One day I will draw Riven in his other clothes outside of the context of this. I think this angle is just fucking with me. I, like, can't decide how the shirt looks from the top. So. Well, you know what that means, though? We can put Kalis in this... Actually, wait. Actually, though, we could put Kalis in this one. We could. We could. I have the power. And it wouldn't be weird because he's not wearing this. It'd be weird if he was wearing this and he was wearing this. But they're different enough. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Let's one person at a time. Now. Still works, actually. Human size temptation. Oh, that's massive. Oh my god. I find this feeling that's been creeping out, but I don't give a fuck. I've missed them. I went 2 days without interacting with them, and I've missed them. That's pathetic. Everything I want to do is... regrets. Time this weekend. Okay. And goodbyes for breakfast. Okay, let's do this in shapes and colors. But I don't give a fuck. This is how a good girl turned into a sinner. An angel becoming a villain. Everything I want to do is... This is gonna just be me singing, which is gonna be really bad for the VOD. Because there's no music in the VOD. But it's fine. I need to make this taller. Do I? Do I need to make this smaller? Sick of all this people talking, sick Up in this not. This is not. God, the chicken scratch. Girl, lock the fuck in. Is open wide. I'm ready, choking on my pride. Hmm. Headed straight for the castle. They wanna make me the king. And there's an old man sitting on the throne there saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean. Fuck it. That's what that looks like. Now, pouts in doubt. Technically, that's the top of his shoulder. But technically, I don't give a shit. It looks wrong because of the way I drew him. Technically, but also, it's just not gonna happen. God, I don't know what it is with this one, but I keep chicken scratching with this one. I'm changing pens again. Changing pens halfway through a sketch. Surely I won't regret that decision, right? I think the other one is just too... It doesn't let me do, like, the sketch phase as well. Just makes it look scratchy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's no use crying about it. No man sitting on the throne there saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean. That works for me. And then we'll do it on this side too. They're saying I should probably keep my pretty mouth shut. I need to chug my energy drink. I'm so out of it. Lo siento. Turn up my music so I can jam. Kiss. I can't explain. It's superhuman. The truth is, you got me hypnotized. I'm feeling so obsessed with you. You left me paralyzed. That is not how that works. You got me stuck. Ooh. Am I? Don't answer that. Never mind. It's all the same. Ugh. It got mad at me. It said, some layers were not processed. I know. It's because I didn't mean to have that layer selected. I'm feeling so obsessed with you. You left me paralyzed. Now I'm stuck. You got me stuck. Fuck, they changed the words on me. Now I'm stuck. You got me stunned. They fucking changed the words on me again. Fuck it. So, okay, hold on. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and then a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that. Do I want it to be over there too? No, no, I don't. God, the chicken scratch is strong with me today. Excuse me. I'm just gonna let that exist as it is. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. Misery, misery is the venom in my vein. Okay, let's do the gloves. Actually, let's do your arms and your gloves, shall we? Two birds, one stone. Alone in a while, you know. Wait, I want. God, can you like stabilize just a little bit? Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what it is? I had my pen tilted. The venom in my brain. Killing me, but I don't hear the pain. Something that I can't really explain. And then book. No fear about it just gets worse. And then glove. He's got a little silver bangle. That's probably fine. Misery, misery is the venom in my brain. God, I need to stop sitting like that. And then glove. On your step, or you're gonna fall apart. Whoa! What the heck? You come in here and wiggle me? You come in here and wiggle me? What the fuck, man? What the fuck, Richard? Hello, Zays. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Uh-oh. One's on no. God damn it, Anzan. She fucking left. I got fucking yeeted, man. Fucking yeeted. We're sick like animals, we play. I got wiggled so hard, I fucking left the universe. Get out alive. I want some more. Oh, oh. What are you waiting for? Hard to know. Are these my boys, Riven and Kalis? Absolutely. Maybe, actually. No, yes, that is. I'm being indulgent and drawing something that won't happen for a very long time in the story. Listen. Maybe I'm projecting, okay? My heart tonight. And we're listening to their playlist. So everything that's on this playlist is marginally related to them in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's the vibes, the lyrics, because it's something that they deny themselves, like in their head, they're like, nah, nah, nah. Killing me now. And I'm inside of you. Okay, okay, let's do Kalis is just leaning over like, bitch, I would not fucking say that. I don't need moral lore, but you're free to do whatever you want. I'm not gonna promise that it will be a thing. They are pretty decently fleshed out. It's just too abstract for me to explain without contradicting myself, you know what I'm saying? I want some more. Oh my god. What are you burning for? Okay, if you want to okay, if we were to pretend that that is what Riven is doing, it's not what he's doing, obviously. But if we were to pretend that that is what he's doing, then the actual context would be Kalis being like, stop writing it and come do it instead. Anyway, that's not what's happening. But if it was, that would be the vibe between this. Is this going to be an animation or comic? Neither. It's probably going to be written, if anything. It'll be a book, because I'm a writer first and foremost. Oh great, this song's gonna make me cry. It would be cool to make, like, what would probably happen is that if I end up actually writing it, as opposed to just having it be, like, abstract story that I draw from every now and then what would happen is I would probably do comics of things that happen in the story. Or, like, comics of things that don't happen in the story. Like, sort of like extra material. But I don't know how to, I don't really do comics. I don't know how to do anything. This song is gonna make me cry. Everything that I am because of you. Something, 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 only one of them is immortal. Don't worry. worry about it. I don't know how to do anything but draw sexy dudes. Actually, I don't know anything to do but write sexy dudes. That's what he says. Oh. Guess you don't live forever, let me tell you now. That's crazy. Also, it's kind of hard to tell because I suck, but Riven does have his head against him. So technically it's more wholesome. But he's got I mean, like, can we blame him? He's got a bit of a fixation with his neck. It's fine. But he's being very respectful and not touching the side of it that triggers Riven. So, we'll give him that. He's being good. Not all he has a fixation on. Sure. Don't live forever. I don't like that I acknowledged in this playlist the fact that I don't like acknowledging the fact that theoretically one of them is going to vastly outlive the other if things go well. It's fine. Bold of you to assume he would live that long without him. It's garlic bread. That's funny. Oh, God. Although it does raise the question, do you think they would ever, like, would they ever get to a point where Kalis would try to convince him to become a vampire? Not saying that Riven would agree. Well, we don't know, but I wonder if they would ever. Because technically that means that then they could forever, like for as long as they were alive, could try to keep people safe from those with ill intentions. Oh, you'll decay. At this point, they would have already had a new one. If they ever got to that point, they would, like, by the time they are considering the need to live forever, they would have found a new food source. And it would only be from Riven whenever they were feeling a little... Because you have to keep in mind that a good chunk of the story is them trying to find that new food source. Because Kalis really doesn't like... I mean, he does. Okay, he likes drinking from Riven, but he doesn't like drinking from him. You know what I'm saying? The vampire part of him loves it. The human part of him doesn't. Mainly because it fucking triggers the fuck out of, Riven. At least at first. You thought his head was between his legs? What the heck? I don't know. I don't know that they would ever go that far. At least not on purpose. Who's to say it won't happen eventually on accident? Or not on accident, but like in an attack or something. Human juicer? That's crazy. Why would you ever say those words? Man, I bet you lose so. Without pulp. I mean, you're not wrong. No pulp. I thought he was doing... Whoa. He doesn't like the bobas. Yeah, no blood clots. Like, what would they be? What would they be? Other than chunks of skin, but that's... If you do the good job of biting down, you're not gonna get chunks of skin. Just don't be lazy. Why don't I just have a picture of him? There we go. Duh. This whole time I've been going back and forth and I could just have him up here in the corner. Okay, this is where things are gonna get complicated. Because technically, a good amount of it should hang down. No one puts baby in the corner. I'll put him in the corner if he deserves to go in the corner, okay? Maybe he's a bit of a bitch sometimes who deserves to go in the corner. Maybe fun things can happen in the corner. If he asks nicely. A three-way? What, between him, Kayla's in the corner? What the fuck? No, thank you. Not involved. Let's not. Let's keep this fictional. Very well. Frankly, my dear, you probably go to hell. Party pooper? Well, yes. You're a criminal, cute and creepy. Riven, I'm shaving your head. Have a good lunch. Hmm. And you're all alone, love me dearly. Moving for help. When you're stuck inside your head. Mm-hmm. Uh. Madness. Welcome to my mental funeral. I don't know how his hair works. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cute and creepy. Have a seat. Creepy ass whispers. Welcome to my mental funeral. Fuck. How does... I really need to draw them from, like, so many different angles just so I can always have an idea of what their hair is supposed to do. Cute and creepy. Ugh. Alright, fluffy boy. Oh, the ads. I come back, scorp immediately into ads. No. Ooh, crispy chicken tacos. That sounds good. Oh. Oh wait, he's pressed up against him. God, I don't... His hair... I hate drawing. Flu! This song hurts my ears a little bit. Thank you for the resub, Blue. 10 months is crazy. 10 months is kind of insane, actually. I hate his hair. I've decided that this is the worst thing that I could have ever possibly done to myself. Ah! Bro. This is, not going well. This is just not going well at all. It's just pain. I think it's going quite good. I think it's going horribly. But as long as someone thinks it's going okay. Okay, well. Under the slaughter, what you gonna do when there's blood in the water? Brother, what the fuck? I mean, like, it's not... I mean, maybe he's just literally, the reason it looks weird is because he's literally just fucking his own hair up. He's just fistful of hair. Admit you were toxic. Another dollar in your pocket. Now, I don't quite like that. Saya, what the fuck? Thank you for the bits. How are you doing, Saya? Thank you for the bits. Ice cream, yum yum. Um, praise button is back. It is. Congratulations. Um. Ah, right. Okay. Wow, I don't like the way this looks. I don't know the context, but I'm feeling what that man is feeling. Honestly, yeah. Maybe I'm drawing them because I'm projecting. Booga booga. Booga booga indeed. Alright, Ribbon. What the fuck you got going on your face, huh? It's just how my face is. I like how I did this to myself, and I'm over here like, what the fuck is wrong with your hair? I don't know. Why did I choose to draw it this way? Okay, you know what? I actually don't hate this as much anymore. Although, we are missing this one. I didn't get to finish watching the Minecraft movie last night. Oh, that's okay. Can finish it next time. You know? It's not going anywhere. It was really funny while high, I imagine. And I feel like I'm living in a ghost town. Alright, Ribbon. Is this what I want? Not really, actually. Supposed to go. Ah! Give me in. Dangerous. Um. Um. It's trying to be me and Zhongli if I can get him even once. Well, he's there right now. Good luck. What the heck, Saya? In paradise. Alright, well this hair and I are... I already pulled with all my might and missed. Oh. Well... You still got some time to save up and keep going. We'll be there for a while. I hate it. I hate it. I think it looks awful. I think it's too far up. Ooh, Columbina, I'm assuming. Y'all. Okay. Time to hate myself even more. But missing every time on the banner is crazy. I mean, like, I relate. Every time Nahida comes back, there's someone else I want more. And I'm like, dude. I want to collect all the Archons, but I don't have Nahida or Moika. Brother. Brother, what? Now, here's the thing. I don't know that this is gonna make any sense to me no matter what I do. I think these eyes are gonna be the bane of my existence here in a second. What the fuck is happening? This is crazy. Why is this song on here? I forgot. Not the song If We Were Vampires on a playlist about a vampire. Also, another reminder that only one of them is gonna live forever. It's fine. It is Columbina, yeah. That's the only moon girl I can imagine. Unless it's Arlecchino, because, I mean, technically, but... Probably wouldn't refer to her as the moon girl. Ugh! Alright, bitch boy. Where the fuck does your eyeball go? Yeah, eyes at this angle? Fucking fuck me sideways, I guess, man. At least they're closed. Like, that's my one saving grace, is that I just have to get them close enough that I can close his eyes. I'll have to spend some days alone. Brother, fuck me sideways. If I could go back to the day we met, I probably would just stay in bed. You got me thinking lately, bitch, you crazy. Thank goodness. What are we thank goodnessing? Write me if I'm so fucking done with you, girl. And games. No gambling option? True. I have not added it. Never added. I probably won't. At least not that one. I probably would just stay in bed. You run your mouth like I'm incompetent. Yeah. Think I like do re mi so fucking done with you, girl. Yeah. Bitch, you crazy. Nothing good enough. What the fuck am I doing? I just thought it was funny. It was something I was always gonna do, but then you kept using it, so I was like, oh, it'd be funny, but nobody ever uses it, so I like didn't do it, but then you kept using it, so I just went ahead and did it. I got good. It's true. You got. like it. Up on me, oh. And quiet. Fun. I don't wanna breakfast and rerun like. I don't need to come in sick. Be the type of friend you can only find in the AM, yeah. I don't wanna talk about whether or not I wanna call it emotion. Maybe we should. Do I think this looks good? No, I do not. But we also just don't have the time to be fighting with it this much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to start picking and choosing my battles. It is already 1:22. I think it looks... Really think it looks good. I don't hate it. I just don't... It's not... You know? It's just not... It will do. It is acceptable. I wanna talk about whether or not I wanna call it emotion. Maybe we should. Honestly, it's so freaking alright. Get the same thing with my video projects. I just... Sleep. You ever so stressed you sleep with a permanent scowl on your face? Talk about whether or not I wanna call it emotion. Maybe we should. All day, every day. There's also a world in which I do let him relax a little bit. Is there? No. But at least while he's asleep and he has his friend to keep him company. You should smile more. I've heard it. Oh, to you, you mean? That eyebrow hit my brain good? Which one? This one? Or the other expression? I kind of like this expression. Because he is not one to ever let his guard down. And it also makes me so much softer that he's making this face while leaned up against him. Close, do it again. Which reminds me, technically, we won't see this part. Let me do this, though, so I don't... We use non-destructive methods of editing. Look at me using my terminology from school. Non-destructive. Okay, yeah, I like the sad eyebrow better. Wow, education. Education. Feel your hands in my eyes closed. Do it again. Anything love, the love that you feel. Maybe they make me emotional. What's it to you? Maybe they make me sad and happy and cry and all those things. Fuck off. They're mine. They're allowed to. Uh, sorry. I got a little defensive there for a second. So any video editing in my school really kept going on about non-destructive editing, but then in reality, no one really cares. True, at least with like art and stuff, it's easier to do non-destructive because it's usually just like a different layer. And the idea is that sometimes, depending on what you're doing, you can only undo so much. So like you could actually just run out of undos. What's real? It's easy to do. Yeah, like clipping masks, or like when you're doing, like you can do adjustment layers instead of like actually just adjusting your properness. The properness? The actual file. It went from scowl to something deeper. Angry and less angry. I would say weary. I would say he looks weary. Which checks out for what's going on in the scene. He's had his whole world rocked, and now he's desperately trying to have his cake and eat it too. Despite everything that he's done in his life that he feels makes him not deserve that. Cake. He's trying to have his cake and eat it too. Anyway. Sorry. That was... Anyway. They make me unwell. Okay, technically, that's Riven. Do you think we have time to do Kalis? Not happy, but unwell? Maybe both. Maybe I'm a little, maybe I'm a lunatic. Alright, Kalis. Should, what? Okay, so we put Riven in this outfit. Obviously, we can't put him in his fancy outfit, but of these three... Should we put him in Riven's clothes? I mean, like... There was a pistachio cake and bacon on the counter? Holy shit. That's peak. It's hormonal, I think. I mean... You know, that actually, that checks out. Is it too on the, like, what if, is it too much if I put him in? Because here's the thing. At this point in the story, Kalis would have been able to go back to his place and get more of his clothes. So technically, he has no reason to be wearing ribbons. However... However, although I do think that this will annoy me. Unless, because it's actually further down. But I don't want them to be both wearing the exact same kind of gloves. So actually, let's put him... I mean, we could just do main outfit and main outfit. Like, we could just double down with main outfits. But open shoulder. True. Sorry, Riven's face is making me emotional now. Your Honor, I'm too far gone. It froze. Big, broad shoulders. Sex sells and Riven is buying is such a crazy but not inaccurate phrase. Oh, brother. Okay, Kalis. Okay, Kalis. Let's talk about this. I should probably save. I've not saved in an hour and a half. I mean, can you blame him if this is how they met? Just saying. Okay, so... Are we just doing 2 of the... Okay, let's think about this. Oh, nicotine. Would you look at that? The music's been really quiet for y'all. Not waiting for Black Friday sales. Okay, if we did Riven's clothes, he would have this... Oh god, wait, no, because I already... It would be like this. And then it would disappear, and then it would be like this. And it would go like this. And then like this, and then he would have this. And then... Oh god, wait, because then it would go around his waist, and then it would be loose here. And it'd be loose there. And then he would have this here. And it would go up and around. And it would go down here. Y'all can't really see that, but it's there, I promise. So this would be open. It's doable. He's hiding so much of himself that it's doable. The only thing that's a little weird is that they would be wearing matching gloves. They are wearing the exact same gloves. That's the only difference. Then we can do a little rip. Oh, how do we feel it? Do we want to put him in? We could put him in Riven's clothes. Protection for hand-holding. He's always wearing gloves, because of the veins on his hand. This is actually the most exposed he usually is. Which is a little bitter irony, because, when they're like, yeah, we can give you some clothes to wear, they give him something that he literally cannot hide himself in. I mean, he could pull it up, but you know what I mean. Like, the idea is that he's not fully covered, because his veins will give him away. if he's starving himself again. LOL. Good God. Good God, bitch. Fuck it, we're putting him in his clothes. I don't even care anymore. We've committed. Okay. Nicotine. Technically, he should go over. Just do it. I mean, at first I was worried about it, but I think it'll work. I think it's fine. I think this is, like, loose enough that I don't have to, like, adhere to the rules. I can just kind of do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I could even make it a little bit more emotional by having it, like, wow, he's not starving himself. Or maybe he is. Maybe he is, and he still has enough self-control. And Riven just trusts him enough, even when he's starving, to let him touch his neck. Something that Riven has a lot of trauma about. I'm making myself insane. Guard dropped. Sorry, my brain almost went, the pants are next. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. This is wholesome and cute between them. Okay, Sam. Bye, CJ. With all these belts, you think he's dropping... It's a bit more intentional. It's a lot of belts. You like how I, If this is Riven's clothes, is the implication here that Kalos is more snatched than him? I just curious. Alright, now here's the real test. Here's the real question. Although I also have just realized this is gonna suck to draw his eyes in. That's gonna suck. In flames. That's the loon. Okay. Is it as intimate? No. Okay, fuck it. I can't. Presumably. I was gonna say the real question is, mask or no mask? With the implication that the mask is another version of, like, keeping himself, like... No mask is more intimate. Because no mask means, like, there's literally nothing standing in the way of the potential to bite him. No mask does mean more tension, it's true. Ah! I'm going insane, though, because also, imagine, oh my god, wait. It's like a will they, won't they. His hand on his neck. He's, like, leaning over him. Riven's asleep. Okay. You win. No mask. Okay. You've convinced me. To chomp or not to chomp? Although, you know, I do hate myself for this angle. Like, what the fuck is this? Why did I do this? Do it again. Do it again. I did not make it easy for myself. See, when I was putting the models in their positions, I was like, this is so cool. And then I forgot to take into account my ability to draw. That happens a lot, actually. Watch that go out. Is the one to our closest. Not this song playing while we just talked about the amount of trust and intimacy in this moment. Can I also be a little bit insane about them for a second? Because at this point in the story, it's not even just that, like, he won't bite me. They've gotten past that point where Riven's like, even if he did, I would be safe. Like, that's the level they've gotten to at this point. Yeah. Yeah, Scarp. Oh. But that's kind of the point where they're at now. It used to be like, because Riven used to draw a very hard line in the sand where he was like, even like biting anyone means you're the villain. But at this point, they've gotten to the point where it's like, it's a natural thing that you have to do to survive. So it's not that he's like, ah, yeah, bite me, I don't care. He still like doesn't want him to without asking, obviously. But he's like, it's kind of like the thing where it's like, if you're close enough with someone, fighting doesn't mean the end. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you have a good enough relationship with someone, you know that if you fight, like you can trust that you will bounce back. It's like we're close enough that I trust what we have, that if things go wrong, we'll still be okay. Like at this point, Riven has gotten to the point where he's like, if you act on instinct, that's okay. Because we're in this together and we're both trying to get you to the point where you don't have to be a slave to your instincts. Anyway, back to drawing these fuckers. Sometimes the closer you are, the more you fight. Exactly. They're about to be a slave to another instinct. Well. It's actually kind of funny because I know you probably won't believe me, but for most of my, like, characters, I don't have any sort of, like, I'm like, LOL, yeah, they're in a relationship, but there's nothing in my head that, like, considers anything, like, sexual between them, usually. It's just kind of like a, yeah, they probably do, I don't care. But with these two, it's almost like they started with the sexual attraction, and everything else that comes after it is the fun part. Because literally, we've talked about it before, where when they met, it was using, like, Riven literally had to get him vulnerable enough to remove his mask and be able to, like, figure out, like, who he is. So, like, their first meeting was, like, using sexual attraction to try to, like, make them vulnerable. So it's actually, like, the part that's, like, scary for them is the, like, emotional aspect of it. It's once all of the flirting and everything stops being a defense mechanism and becomes real. You know, like once there starts being actual emotional weight behind what they say, that's what's scary to them. They're like, holy shit, wait a minute. Why do I actually care? Wait. Wait. I think it's fun. You're hot, but how's your empathy game? Well, because technically, they're enemies to lovers. Technically. I use the term loosely, but technically. Technically. Are you in contact with your feelings and responsibilities? Neither of them are, actually. Okay. Expressions. Expressions. Hmm. Fall in love. Lie detector. Beep, 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 beep. Do you think a lie detector would work on the vampires in the context? Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. You would never be able to tell because their heartbeats are so irregular. If they're, oh my God, if they were starving, you couldn't tell. They would just always sound like they were lying. Holy shit. Sorry. That's my own lore. Oh, I'm back. Hello, I'm back. So, in the context of my vampires, how do it do? It do be do. But in the context of my vampires, the idea is that they have tainted blood. Which is why when he's starving, his veins turn black. Twatchbach. What the fuck? Oh, my audio just broke. Hold on. Everything just broke. I'm back. Anyway. Oh, I just skipped the end of the song. Gotta purify tainted blood with a dose of hot boy blood. Let me find the thing where I explained it. Because I explained it to a friend. And it's easier to just reread that than... Okay, so they have, like, venom, which, like, helps, like, subdue, like, victims and stuff. And, like, eventually, if there's enough venom in your system, you, like, can't tell that you're in pain, so it, like, makes you stop resisting. But, so this venom stems from their quote-unquote cursed blood, as it is referred to in layman's terms. The bitter irony of their existence is that the more satiated they are, the closer to human they are. So the more blood they drink, the more like a human they are. As undead beings, their blood is tainted and dark and void of all that the living body needs. Hold on. The music's so loud that I can't think. It scours through their veins and drags itself through their hearts, forcing it all to keep in operation, to keep the body quote-unquote alive, because they are undead beings. Without any living blood in the system, the vampire's veins are starkly visible beneath their skin, black against corpse-pale skin. It's music for you? Oh. Wait, I lost my spot. Their heartbeat abnormal and erratic, body cold. So when they are like insatiated, whatever. They're kind of like zombies looking. I mean, like they're dead. But there's this, they're like the body is like it's almost like a dying engine, but it's being forced to keep in function. So it's almost like this tainted blood is puppeting their body in a way. But by drinking blood, it sort of diffuses itself throughout the system. So when they're drinking it, it's not like, I'm hungry. It's like, it imbues them with like nutrients and everything that their cardiovascular system needs to seem and function like a normal human living body. So when they are well satiated, they appear almost indistinguishable from humans. They might seem like, because this was the heart murmur reference, right? It almost like their hearts still don't beat 100% right, but it's like so negligible that someone might just be like, if it was noticeable, they'd just be like, oh, you have a heart murmur, whatever. Yo, 5 stream streak. And I mean, obviously their teeth are sharp, but like some people just have sharp teeth. Their skin does run a little bit colder than normal, but it's all very, very sort of like low key. If they are like tip top, well satiated, the minute there's anything slightly wrong, they satiate, that sort of thing. They might be a little prone to temperatures on the lower side, and their eyes might glint a little bit when catching the light, but they seem human. They also, vampires in my story, they have white pupils. Their pupils sort of invert, but you can just wear contacts. Like you can just get contacts that sort of mask that. As the hunger grows, though, the inhuman becomes more obvious, and the living corpse becomes a vessel of impulse, starving and with the sole intention of replenishing the tainted blood in its system with living blood instead. So when when Kalos has been starving himself, his veins are very dark, since the tainted blood runs black. Which an example of this is in my Halloween drawing I did. This is like a vitamin water commercial. Here, hold on, let me find the Halloween drawing I did. So when he's starving, his veins are really dark because there's no normal blood in him. It's just like cursed one. It's just the cursed blood. So and like you can see the purples and greens and everything under his skin. Dilated pupils that are white. Don't pay any attention to Riven's doing fine. He's fine, don't worry about it. He's fine. He's fine. So really dark veins. Very pale, very corpse-like. He'll be okay. He's just chilling. Yeah, and then also sort of just a slave to impulse. He's literally going after the trauma spot. The trauma spot. Because if we notice, there is one side of his neck that he is always covering. The trauma spot. Anyway. This is before I decided outfits for them. Anyway. So that's a little bit of lore. I forget why I brought that up. Oh, because we're talking about drinking, whether or not his heart would beat. So if he was satiated, his heart, he might be able to pass. Like, a lie detector test would work on him. But I think if he was starving, he would just always trigger it. Don't bite me there. That is my trauma square. I mean, yeah, because it's like... Oh, here. I'll just show you. Essentially, from here to here is like a massive scar. Like when he was little, he got a chunk torn out of him. So. That's how we found out vampires exist. Part of a trauma trapezoid, yeah. Are they both gonna have slightly open mouths? Maybe. Just enough that I don't have to draw his teeth. That's where your traps are, too. True. Trauma, 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 chameleon. Next. How can we say forever? Let's see. Downturned or like just a little bit of a smirk? I will be right here waiting. You make trauma dumping fun. Going in for the kiss. Kiss or kill, as the first song on this playlist says. Kiss or kill. We have ads starting. Just by the way, prepare yourself. Okay, wait. I need this to not be on the same layer as the head, actually. So no head. He's looking down at the table. He's looking, he, going in for a top of the head kiss. It's funny you say that, because we do have a top of the head kiss. Anyway. But it's with a different, it's, that's Riven kissing the top of Kaelus's head. I will be right here waiting for you. Waiting. Alright, eyeballs. How do eyeballs? How do eyeballs? What's he watching on the laptop? He's not watching anything. He's working on things. Same thing he's working on here. Oh. The song that is unnecessarily perfect and so cliche and cringy for this playlist. I don't know which is which. I mean, honestly, that's so fair. You can think of it as a... How do eyeballs? I don't know. But this is Kaelus. Kaelus kills. Or Kaelus was killed. And this is Riven. He's just the other one. It's okay. Earlier today, I kept calling them Kivin and Rayless. It was off stream. But in my head, I was like, ah, yes, Kivin. Wait. So it's fine. This is Riven, the other one. Well, I couldn't think of anything clever to help you remember that one. The banished Noxian sword woman. Alright, well, that's fine. Kevin getting Rayless? Riven brown hair. Yes. Write that down. Yeah. Riven has brown hair. I also just remember it because Kalis sounds more like a vampire than Riven. Like, that sounds like a vampire name. Oh. I think it's just because it's unnecessarily complicated. Like, what a... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Kalis sounds more... Okay, well, because here's also the thing. These are sort of amalgamations of old characters that I was never going to do anything with ever again, that I sort of turned into something else. And that vampire had a K name. So maybe that's why. In my head, the K name between the two is already the vampire. Kalis, yet again I ask you, can I just shave all your hair off? Just cut off your head, shave your hair off. I was thinking about where his hair's gonna go, and then I was like, it's not gonna go anywhere that I need. Shut your blaspheming mouth. I hate eyes. Popularized the dish of kale. Well, that checks out. He was in the medical field. There you go. Maybe he was in nutrition at some point. Now he doesn't really get to choose what his nutrition is. Maybe I just hate drawing. Have I ever considered that? Just another four-letter word. You like the fluffy hair, though. Yeah, but I don't like drawing it. Art is great, except for the creating part. Exactly. Art is great, except for when I'm trying to make it. As soon as it doesn't turn out immediately the way I want, it sucks, alright? Okay, so... I hate it. I really chose such an awful angle. Oops. 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 Technically... Oh my god, stop it. Technically... It should be down here, actually. Your mouth is frustrating me. It's true. I think I said that very recently, actually. I think I said it when I was drawing Alhaitham. Because I vividly remember going, things that Kaveh has definitely said before. Ow, shit. Okay, this one looks right. I kind of like that he looks a little dangerous here. Just a little dangerous. A quote within a quote. It's true, though. I mean, like, are you gonna tell me I'm wrong? You gonna sit there and tell me that I'm wrong? I could tell you you're wrong, but then I would be wrong. Exactly. Exactly. Oops, I went too far. Sorry, I locked in for a second. I stopped existing. Hmm. So, I kind of like the idea of it looking like he also doesn't know if he's gonna bite him or not. Actually, I'm kidding. You know, it's fine. He knows. He trusts himself. He's just concerned that Riven's stressing himself out. That's all. Until my dying breath. Don't explode. God fucking damn it, there goes my plans. I did it again. We're no longer in line with the thing. What am I doing? Spontaneous combustion isn't a joke, Jim. Yeah, yeah. It froze. You never been on it time. I hate it. People do claim it happens. I remember reading about it on the internet. That's how shoes end up on telephone wires. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so funny. Kayla's, how would you feel about having no eyes? Wasn't a very intelligent kid. Some things never change. No. I'm not where you never been. I'm in it inside. My parents never felt pressured to create a college fund. You know, there you go. The bright side. I hate everything. You tilt your head every time I rotate the drawing. I mean, I'm tilting it, and then I'm also rotating my head, so... You know, there's that. The sign looks so quiet. Fuck it, I'm moving his nose up. We're taking some liberties. We're cheating. It has silence in the name. True. Crash down. Your volume is always perfect? Uh-huh. That's not true, but... I will just have to take your word for it, because it won't be in the VOD, so I won't know. Music. I try. I also technically have I have the thing where it quiets down when I speak. I have a sidechain compressor. So technically, even if it was really loud, it would technically, potentially, hopefully be okay. Fuck. Kalis, this is your fault. I'm blaming you. Sorry, I missed that. I was attending an EDM concert. That's funny, actually. Not you saying that as I start singing. Oops. Oh, made me a little sad. Right up passing. Yours are just gonna have legs. Listen, I try to just let people live their life. Mainly because I also can't stop singing, and I don't want people to get mad at me when I do it. I try to build up good karma. You sing well, though? Yes, sometimes. Other times, I'm a screeching chicken. Also, hello, I return. Welcome back. I only exploded a little bit in your absence. You actually have some sense of music. That's fair. Still. No, I did not. I did not hear that. Can't sing to save my life, not even with the shower buff. I just can't help but sing. I just literally cannot stop myself. If I know the song, it's over. Maybe a good thing you didn't hear it. You would think Riven's dying with this expression on his face. Last week I was literally thinking, thank Christ Sarah can sing. You know, I did, I'm no longer part of the Heavenly Choir, but, you know, immense concern. I mean, I would feel immense concern if someone was exhausting themselves, um, like this, to try to just keep me around. If it was this difficult to find a way to keep me from needing to be removed from the equation. I would consider this concern and also a certain amount of guilt. At least well enough to not offend my ever so delicate sensibilities. Cue me screeching along to the Phantom of the Opera because I can't reach that high. I've been doing nothing but trying to draw his eyes for the last hour. I give up. That was just hilarious, though. It's just a... Listen, I know when I've been bested. I have 40 minutes. I'm not gonna be able to finish this. The fuck? This song's gonna make me cry. This song's also gonna make me cry. What the fuck? Ugh. I'm gonna have to finish this off. I have lesson plans to write. God damn it. Okay, lesson plan singular, actually. Is that blood on me or blush? Or what? Sorry, that, oh my word, was... The face I made? I make interesting faces when I drink. Savage. Okay, let's put some clothes on you, shall we? You clipped it. I can't even make the face. You know you're drowning, you're on the run. I could be really into it, or I could leave you just because. You know how I could change the entire vibe of this? So, Kalis has this really bad habit where, he will just mutilate his own lip to keep himself from biting someone. Like that? Is that the face? Do I like this expression? No. But it is a possibility. Oh yeah, I can't do it anymore. Ow, that hurt my eye. Now I want to know what the face was. Oh, God, I'm gonna cross-eyed. It's because I have to turn to the side, and then there's something in my face. Oh, yeah, that checks out. That actually happens quite often. When you're in love. So, obviously, this isn't exactly how I want it to look. But, how do we feel about changing the vibe by having him biting his own lip? Because that would imply that he's trying not to bite him. Yeah, that's what this is. He's like, he literally draws blood from himself to get himself from, like, to keep himself from biting. He literally will, like, mutilate his own self. There's one time, here, hold on. Let me find it. Hear me, do I know? He is more likely to bite himself um he's more likely to bite himself. Um so is this expression working? No, but would you cry if I died? Vampire biting himself. Well, if he has enough, um, if he has enough, like, normal stuff, does that count as recycling? Yeah. Yeah. Unironically, yes. If he has enough, like, quote-unquote living blood within him, and he starts to get urges, he can recycle to a certain amount. At least to, it's not gonna actually satiate him at all, but it, it's like, I'm trying to think of an example. It's like getting the flavor of something to like satiate a craving without actually eating it. It's crazy. However, it's not actually healthy for him to deny himself. It's not safe for anybody involved, including himself. He because the more if he would just satiate. So I think I've talked about it before, where early on, he hates the fact that he has to drink blood. Right? So he only will do it once he's actually like only acting on impulse. He's like, I'm gonna starve myself so that I can justify it, because in his mind, he's like, there's no justification unless it was pure animalistic instinct and I had no control. That's how he would like cope with it. Which is just not safe for anybody involved, because it's true. He loses all ability to like control himself. Yeah, he doesn't like doing it of his own volition, so he will literally force himself to starve so that it's just pure instinct. Because he's not in control. Which means he can't control himself. So he, like, does it to himself, and it's just not safe for anyone involved. It's so much safer if he just takes it in smaller amounts. In a controlled environment where he's, like, where he can actually, you know. But, whatever. So unironically, the vampire hunter tries to get him to drink. Irresponsible. He is. He sort of, I think we talked about before, he sort of overcompensates once he's a vampire. He sort of overcompensates by, like, denying himself the ability to, like... He's like, it's fine. I'm a monster now, so it's fine. You know what I'm saying? He overcompensates. He doesn't, like... I don't know, it's a... Maybe overcompensate's the wrong word, but he, like, convinces himself that there's no humanity left in him. Just to, like, come to terms with things. The same way that Riven convinces himself there is no humanity or like, there's nothing left within vampires than what they've become. So they both have very toxic views of the whole thing that they kind of have to overcome together. Just drink the juice, my guy. Which is a thing, right? Eventually, they come to a happy medium. But they have to be able to find a... Like, they can't just... It has to be ethical. Sure, Seiya. Overcompensate as in, like, when the vampire hunters come after him, he plays it up. He's, like, smug and being exactly what they think that he should be. And just waiting for them to kill him. Which is why it's not very fun for him when they don't. And he's forced to just exist. They keep him captive instead. So I don't actually need to show his fang, technically. I just need him to roll his lip in a bit more. No, it's... They're like, oh, we'll use you to figure out more about vampires and their venom and how they work. So they sort of just... It's fine. Anybody like this major to minor version of the song? Anybody having fun with it? Right? Actually a bop. I love major to minor. I hope you know that I'm literally, like, tearing my own lip apart to try to visualize how to draw this. I just realized, I was like, ow, why does my mouth hurt? Because I've been biting my own lip to try to figure out how to draw it. Ow, fuck. Alright. Why does it kind of work when they're... Why does this... Why does this work? I have a bad habit of doing that. I'll, like, act out what I'm trying to draw or write. Like, my expressions or whatever. So now he needs to look more like he's in pain. I say that, and then I immediately abandon ship, because I can't figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Should he... Not quite looking? Could put him over here. Hello, Fodor! Make him cross-eyed. Five-stream streak? Damn. So I kind of like the implication of him looking away. Because it implies that he came over here to help and comfort him. And then, as he was sitting here, he realized, oh shit, I kinda, oops. But he doesn't wanna, but Riven's literally sleeping against him, so he's like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I can do this. He realized, oh wait, I'm kind of hungry. A gun. Hi, Blue. Run. Oops. Oops. Hydrate. Hello, chef. Slurp. Slurp. Head large. Large head. Mega mind. Something like that. Actually, he doesn't need an ear. Oh, fuck it. Wow, I forgot that I ripped my lip apart. That's unfortunate. Thanks, Kalis, you son of a bitch. Because now it's like peeling, so I keep wanting to pull more of it apart. I think my problem is that the expression I gave him is sitting at a different plane of existence than the actual one. Yeah, sure, sure. You know what? I'm gonna blame him. The rest of the world does. Be like Kalis and resist the— See, but he's resisting the urge to feed by tearing his lip apart. So, what am I supposed to do? Oh, wrong one. Not the— It's something else like food. You know what? I do have gummies. Gummy time. Ow. Ow. Type O gummies. Gushers. Vampire gushers. Hold on. I should draw his hair. That's what we can spend the next 15 minutes doing. What surely be? Humans are like vampire gushers. True. True enough. Maybe the two of them will just make a vampire food line. They'll just have like a, of like blood bank donations and gushers and fruit boxes or juice boxes. Ways to blend in with society. So it's like normal human food, but it has blood in it. Kalis's blood bag? I want you to know that Kalis would be very upset with you. Kalis would be heartbroken. Um, Oopsie. Sour Patch Kids. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got the 80s hair going on. 80s anime. Grasses on your eyes like a sinner. Oh. Right. Lifesavers. Literally. Oh my god, they can make lifesavers. Ew. I was just thinking about that. Never mind. I mean, it would be great for them, but ew. My bad, Kalis. Nothing personal, but ew. Not to remind you why you hate yourself now, but ew. Oh, his ponytail would probably go down this way. The way that the line art on him is so much smaller than it is on Riven is kind of hilarious to me, actually. Brother what? Brother what? Kalis has more what's the word I'm looking for? Landmarks in his hair. Which kind of helps, actually. He's got, like, very specific parts of his hair that I can, like, use to map out where everything goes. Just definitely very helpful. Reference points, yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of like landmarks because it's like, these are the parts that if I get these in his hair, then he's gonna look like Kalis to me. Even if everything else is wrong, these parts will make him look like Kalis. In my eyes, at least. Kind of like how we were talking about with the Genshin characters. Where it's like, you kind of learn what parts of their hair are the important parts. It's not fair. I found love. Kind of like I recognize him from a silhouette. Yeah, kind of. It's like, you have this strand of hair here that's, like, very iconic. So as long as I get that strand of hair, then, like, we're good. Like, you notice, like, whenever I draw him, I start with the bit, and then I'm like, okay, now we need these other two side bits. I'm like, these are his parts, because this is also where I anchor all of the white in his hair off of. And then he's got this little antenna. And that's how I map out where this goes. So it's like little bits and pieces that, because with his white hair, it's really easy to like lose track of where it's supposed to be. You don't need a fool and I make you believe. I've been drinking all of my emotions. I don't think we're finishing his hair. Eat the gummies, not your lip. Things that Kalis has, or Riven has definitely said to Kalis. Eat the gummies, not your lip. Okay, wait. Don't eat the gummies. They're too strong. Gummies? No. No. Do not eat the blood gummies, or the THC gummies, or anything in between. Only fruit snacks. Sorry, my brain went, anytime Kalis takes a bite out of Riven, it's a fruit snack. Sorry. I think his ponytail should go on this side. Just so it's easier to map out. Putting his ponytail over here. Actually, I'm putting his ponytail behind his head. Am I? Do I like that, or do I think it just makes him not look like him? They're more than just THC. Oh. 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 Ruh-roh. Oh, my eyeball. And you both sitting in a tree. Wow, perfect song for this. You see the twisted look in my eyes. So, actually, I feel like his ponytail has to go on this side. It doesn't mean anything crazy, but that's definitely the side it should go on, just based on the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Someone call the devil. I got a confession. I like never draw in the line where his white hair would be. But I feel like I could and I should. Our playlist is looped, by the way. Now, do I think that looks like him? That's a good question. I don't really have an answer for you yet. I'm sure color will help a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it probably will. Oh, you know what probably would help? This is supposed to be, like, further down his head. It's like, we're looking at the top of his head more. So it should probably be further down. Kind of looks like he's in a bathrobe. We made semi-decent progress, actually. I will probably finish this after I do my lesson plan. But, all things considered, with having such complicated angles... Oh yeah, like a taekwondo karate outfit? Yeah. I'm chomping down. Oh, wait. Ah! My alarm's going off to stop, but I want to do one more thing. Okay. Actually, do I like that or do I think it... Actually, yeah, because this should be farther down. Okay. Ooh. So, if you see a finished version of this on Twitter or on Discord, don't be surprised. But don't get your hopes up, because I do have work to do. I have a lot of work to do. But that's okay. Nom, 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 nom. Always fun, or close to it. God damn it. Anyway, thank you all for indulging my psychosis about these two. Until next time, which will probably be Monday. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Bye.